I have finally made something with this orange yarn. This is some yarn that I purchased from Wool Warehouse on sale, really bright. I wasn't sure what to do with it. I'm super excited to show you, so stick around and let's see what I've made. Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Rhonda. If you're new, thank you for being here. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you've been watching, you'll know that I purchased this yarn because it was on sale. It is Robin Double Knit Color Tangerine, really bright, and I just wasn't sure what to do with it. I bought it because it was on sale, and I'm a sucker for a good sale. Now, I don't have anything against orange. Maybe I gave the wrong impression. I like orange, but there are different shades of orange, and this is really bright. It reminds me of a pylon, which is a warning sign in construction, and that's what I thought of, even though it's really pretty. But I challenged myself, and I'm about to show you part of my project. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I just saw this color and I thought this is a happy, cheerful color. So I need to come up with something that's happy and cheerful. Now I wasn't going to just use this orange because that's just too much orange for me. So I went into my stash and I found various yarns, some that are scrap that I don't even have a label for, and other ones that I do. I looked for yarns that go together well. So what else did I pair it with? You see this yellow one here, very bright yellow, and this is a DK weight. I did pair it up with worsted weight, so at times I doubled it up just to make the thickness even. This yellow one is maybe a generous 3 weight or a light 4 weight, and that went well with it. Two really bright colors so far. And then I found this beautiful shade of green. This is Bernat Premium, also 100% acrylic, very soft, 4 weight, and this skein when it started was 7 ounces, 360 yards. So I've used quite a bit of it and I have quite a bit left. It is 100% acrylic and washable. So far I've got these 3 and they look so cheerful. They remind me of sherbet, the kind that I love to eat in the summertime with the lime and the lemon and the orange. Yum. Now I've also found another yarn in my stash, kind of like a rose or raspberry color, and I added that. This one does not have a label. The yellow one does not have a label, but also acrylic, worsted weight, and wow, it's really coming together nicely. I love this color combination. I added more. I added probably one of my favorite Lion Brand Pound of Love yarns. This is in the colorway Thistle, and for a budget yarn, Lion Brand Pound of Love is so soft and squishy. I really enjoy working with it. So I added this as well. Let's look at the colors together. Really pretty. Now, what I added to this as well was white. I used the Lion Brand Pound of Love in white. I don't have that with me now. I also used another beautiful dark teal color, which I don't have any left. Like I said, it was scrap yarn, so some I just had little bits of it, and I had to fumble my way through and make sure I had enough. And I also used, in part of the project, I used 24/7 cotton in the color white. I love this yarn. This is such nice quality cotton, and it's a center pull that works out nicer than any other yarn skein that I've used. It hollows out in the middle. It actually hollows out while keeping its shape on the outside. It worked out so beautifully. So this is great yarn, and also it's mercerized cotton, 24/7 Lion Brand, completely washable, also a 4 weight. And these little skeins are 3.5 ounces, 186 yards, and just really, really nice yarn. It's chain spun, I believe. Just beautiful yarn. So these are all the colors I used. and I love the combination. So springy and fresh and just scrumptious looking. So I'm going to put this yarn away so I can show you exactly what I've made. This is part of the project. There's going to be more, and it's pretty exciting for me to show it to you because I just love how it turned out. Okay, so I put my yarn away, and before I show you my projects, I wanted to explain a little bit about my concept and where it came from. I found the orange to be a very bright, vibrant color, and all of the other colors I put together with it were very happy colors and very spring, summer-like garden colors. It just reminds me of a garden of flowers. And so I wanted to come up with a concept that matched those colors. And the concept is an afternoon garden tea party picnic for a little girl. And let's see how I brought that to life. So first of all, I've got a blanket that she can spread out on the grass and sit on, and it just makes her feel like she's sitting in a garden of flowers. So here it is. And the stitch that I used in this pattern, I actually have a tutorial for it. This is called the Zigzag Spike Stitch. So I decided to include all of those colors in this pattern. I'm going to stand up to show you. Okay, so here it is, and you see there's a butterfly on the corner because we love to see butterflies in the garden. And this is a pretty butterfly with that rose color, the orange yellow, and a braided antenna and body. And you will notice the white is in between all these stripes of zigzag pattern. And I also reverse the colors. So you'll notice in the first one here, the orange is on the inside, rose on the outside. When I restarted those colors, I reversed it. So the orange is on the outside, the rose is on the inside, and you'll notice that with each stripe that they do repeat, but they go in reverse. Here is that beautiful teal color that I told you about that I have none left. I just fit it in, managed to get it all in before I ran out. I played chicken with it and I won. And on the edge, you will see this nice border. What I did is I made sure that I had white all the way around. So here there was white on the end, and I brought the white up to the top and the bottom to create the first part of the border white all the way around. With a double crochet front and back post stitch, I did the posts of orange, purple, and green, and then just like in the garden, there's this flower edging, and this flower edging is provided by Nastasia.com. I will link to it below. Nastasia.com has some beautiful patterns, and I really like this one. I've used it before, and I really enjoy that. And the butterfly as well is a pattern by Nastasia.com. I decided to add that braided detailing just to add some added interest. And isn't that pretty? So bright. And also this stitching is quite stiff, so it makes a great blanket to put on the grass. It is nice and thick and has a lot of substance to it, so it really is comfortable as a blanket to sit on, almost like a mat for the ground. That is the first part. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I just love it. I think it's so happy and colorful. So now that our little girl has somewhere to sit for her little garden tea party, she needs to be dressed for the occasion and have her little friends over. And so I decided to create a couple of wearables for her that match the blanket, that will look beautiful on her, that will make her feel really special. The blanket that I made is all in acrylic yarn, so the white is the Pound of Love, not the cotton. But when I made her wearables, I did do the white in the cotton because I thought it would be much cooler, much more comfortable if it is a warmer day outside, that she could still cover her body but at the same time be really comfortable. And it's washable, so that's really nice. So first is the hat, and I just think it turned out beautifully. And there you go, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I love it. And I put one of my wooden butterfly buttons on the flower detailing, and also a yellow button in the center of this flower. And this multicolor flower incorporates several of the colors. So the rose, the orange, the purple, and behind it the yellow, which is covered mostly by the button. And then the green and the leaves. I've used that zigzag spike stitch as detailing on the hat and the flower border, and I made it more special by adding matching beads to the center of these flowers in the orange and the yellow. And I'm just loving this hat so much. Okay, next, she needs something to go with her hat that looks really special, and I'm super excited about that as well. I made a poncho, and this poncho incorporates the zigzag spike stitch pattern and also a pattern which I will link below from Mikey at Crochet Crowd. It's an easy poncho, beautiful stitch pattern, and I'm going to show it to you now. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I changed it up by adding that zigzag portion here, which goes all the way to here, and then I carried out his stitch pattern in just that solid white cotton, and it's such a beautiful stitch pattern that the white makes it pop. And then I added the flower border at the bottom. I didn't add beads to this part. I didn't think it needed it. I thought that it had enough detail. I thought the color combination was stunning. And then there's a tie here, which can be fastened if there's a concern about safety. It can be fastened into place so it has no pull to it, but it is part of Mikey's design to have a tie. I just made it different. He made it as a chain, and I made it as a braid, incorporating all of the colors from this pattern. Take a look at that. Can you see all the colors? It's like a rainbow of flowery colors. And then I added these butterflies in green and rose with the purple detailing of the antennas and the body. And they just hang like little tassels. And I'm so in love with this. So in love with it. And that's the back. So that is the first part of the project. I hope you like it as much as I do, and I hope if you like it, you'll give me a thumbs up. I also hope that if you aren't subscribed, please do that, because it really helps me out. And hit that notification bell and get all notifications, because there is a part 2 of this coming, and another part or 2 parts, because I am going to add to this ensemble to make it even more exciting. And I don't want you to miss that. I'm super excited about this. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever created, and I hope you like it too. So stay tuned for part 2 to see what else is in this set. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.